Hey everybody, welcome back to Crypto Noobs. Today is April 3rd on a Monday. I hope you guys and gals had a good weekend. The start of a new week. Bitcoin is trading at $27,598. It's been about a week since my last video and nothing really has changed for Bitcoin as far as I know. There is a couple more lines on here compared to my last video, but I would just only highlight and talk about the ones that it's relevant to Bitcoin and the price action right now. So everything else just kind of, don't pay too much mind to it. It's really nothing. It just kind of helps me figure out what Bitcoin has a potential to do. Sort of a little slight price prediction. But either way, Bitcoin's at 27,000. This is a very strong resistance line that Bitcoin has been having somewhat of a trouble getting past. But if you look back at least 3 times within the last year and a half, Bitcoin has been sort of comfortable in these ranges with support and resistance. First back in 2021 in January, and then again in 2021. A couple of months later in July, and then back again in June of 2022. And then now, 2023, it's sort of not quite in this range, but it's definitely butting up against it. Let me zoom in a little bit. I know it's a little hard to see, but Bitcoin is right now trading sideways, butting up against 30,000. I think the highest it went was about 29,000, depending on what kind of exchanges you're using. So in my last video, I think I had this line drawn out and maybe a couple other lines. I don't remember, but I do remember this one. Bitcoin traded sideways through that line, which is not a good thing, but also not a bad thing either. It's not crashing down to zero, at least for the most part. But this was a strong support trending line. Hopefully Bitcoin would follow through it, as it sort of did. Not right along on it, but pretty close to it. In a best case scenario, perfect, slightly unrealistic scenario, Bitcoin would have followed along this line right here all the way up to the moon, but it didn't. Bitcoin is in the real world, and we have to buy Bitcoin in some sense. So Bitcoin is just trading sideways. It's broke this structure here and is starting to become a new structure for a new week. And right now, I guess you can say that it's sort of going down in a downtrend. I guess you want to call it. I know I have a lot of lines. Please bear with me. I don't want to lose these just yet, and I'm sort of slightly too lazy to come up with a whole new sheets, I guess you would like to say. But right now, if you follow this, it's sort of going down, but it definitely has a potential of going back up, breaking out of this downtrend. As far as I know, if it ever does go down, I can see it hit right around the $25,000 mark right here, and then hopefully bounce back up. It might dip down a little bit if it does dip down, if it does go down in general. But this is pretty much the last line of defense, and for lack of a better phrase, for me, before I have to reevaluate Bitcoin and go back to the charts if it goes back past this $25,000 line right here. But it's not. We're sort of nowhere close to it, so that's kind of a good thing. But we are heading down in a downtrend. If it passes 26,000, a little worrisome. Maybe 27,000, 26,500. All right, might have some couple of stop losses. Not financial advice. Maybe set and ready if you're into that kind of thing. But if it hits 25,000, then we should be really focus on what Bitcoin is trying to do and try to make the best decision based on it. So try not to keep this video long. I feel like I've pretty much said what I needed to say. Bitcoin's going sideways. It's having a hard time passing, or at least hitting $30,000 for the most part. But once we do get past this, it's butting up against it right now. Once we do pass it, it might get up to 32,000 and then have that as new resistance, and hopefully 28,000 would be the new level of support. Now it could go down. Yeah, 25,000, 26,000, 27,000. I doubt it will hit back under 20,000, but if it does, then all I could say is I will be, transferring some of my fiats into some crypto, I guess if we like to say. Not financial advice if you pick that up. But if not, then, we'll have to call Bitcoin how it is at any given time in the near future and try to, scoop up some Satoshis if we have the opportunity to do so. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I got time for you guys today. If it skyrockets through 30,000, I'll make a video. If it sort of, falls through 25,000, I'll make another video. But luckily for us, and maybe for you, definitely for me, it's going sideways. Yeah, it might go up 5 to 8% here and there, might go down another 5 to 8% there. But right now, it's just kind of buying its time, just trying to figure out. I guess you can say it's comfortable right now, but it's not going to stay up here forever or stay at this range forever. It will definitely have to make a decision to the upside or to the downside eventually. It could be a dead week. It could just go sideways, just crushing out, small little price ranges for the next couple of days, maybe the next couple of weeks. But eventually it's going to have to do something, and depending on maybe the narrative of the crypto space, or if someone like Michael Saylor just wants to come in and scoop up another huge sack full of Satoshis. So that's all I got time for you guys today. I hope you had a good weekend. This is the start of a new week. I hope this is a good week for you, and I hope to see you in my next video.